We sailed through the Great Sandy Strait, a passage full of shallow sandbars and salt marshes, where we experienced everything from eating jellyfish.
It fell right into my trap. Okay, here we go. My first bit of jellyfish. Oh, that is worse than I could have imagined.
To meeting the wildlife.
Well done.
We're the McKays, a family that's never been sailing, from landlocked Alberta. Follow along as we buy our first boat, a 50-foot catamaran in New Zealand, and begin our journey to visit 100 islands. Today we are headed to Craig's or Dave's or Bill's Anchorage. I can't remember what. It's some man's name, Anchorage.
Stewart.
No, it's Stewart Island.
Ah.
I think it's Lucas. No, Alan? I don't know. That's a lot of guys.
We have really planned this route out very well.
No, I did. I pressed button and my GPS says we're going that way now. Look at this dinner Maxwell or breakfast just delivered to me. This is what I get for pressing the GPS button. What's up, ladies?
We are going through the Great Sandy Strait, which has a lot of sandbars. Thankfully, a lot of markers are in place to help us so that we don't run into the sandbar.
I will push 1 degree left.
1 degree to port!
It has been done. We have moved 1 degree left.
Port.
Oh, there's just like random little trees in the middle of this giant water.
That's how shallow it is. Oh my goodness. This is sketchy. It's a good thing that catamarans have a shallow drive anyway. Or not drive, draft.
I feel like we're not quite on track for that red one. We need to do two degrees to starboard.
Aye, aye, Captain. 2 degrees to starboard.
On Stewart Island. And that's
We just saw duodong, of course. They are camera shy, so of course we didn't get a video of it. But yeah, duodongs live here.
This light stuff that looks like sandbars, it is sandbars. We're new to our map. That's why we're here at high tide.
We had gone along the coast of Fraser Island, starting from Kingfisher Resort to Gary's Anchorage.
It's like you were wrestling us. There's a dingo. This is still part of Fraser Island. I'm not sure if it's Fraser Island, Fraser Island, or Fraser Island. I don't know how to pronounce it, but I am right now staring at a dingo.
We'll start firing. Watch.
Some of us are gonna go look for duodong. Very excited. Very excited.
You want to eat a jellyfish.
Okay, the kind of jellyfish that floated by earlier today is one of the 10 species of edible jellyfish.
What kind is it?
It's called the jelly blubber.
Are you kidding me?
I'm not kidding. Okay, haha! It fell right into my trap.
There's another one.
Bro, one is enough. We're not going to be eating that much jellyfish. This kind still can't sting you. Yeah.
Are you really gonna eat it?
Yeah, I'm bored. Why am I eating a jellyfish? How? With my mouth. How do you cook it? I don't know. I'm about to. Oh no, you don't cook it. You make it into like a salad. It's a Catostylus mosaicus, and it's one of the 10 edible species. Anyway, should I get stung from it just for fun?
No.
No. Oh, does it not sting you?
Maybe it's just too dumb.
And they're so soft.
You call it jellyfish jello, and you mix jellyfish with the jello, okay? And bring it to a party, okay? So then, everyone will think you're crazy because there's just this awful tasting jello. Lover.
Okay, this is the part I'm gonna eat. This part.
Okay.
Should I give it a taste right now?
No.
Yeah, bite it.
Okay, here we go. My first bit of jellyfish. Oh. Oh.
Okay, rate it. Rating out of 10.
Oh, that is worse than I could have imagined.
What does it taste like?
It's just salt. It just tastes like you're eating salt
That's
gelatin.
why you're supposed to rinse it. You're supposed to rinse the salt water
Bruh,
out.
you can't rinse all the salt water out of it. There's no way
Yes,
in the
because
world.
then you're supposed to soak it, and then because of osmosis, then the salt water will go.
Bro, you can osmosis my butt. There is no way you're ever getting all the salt out of this. You want to go dump that stuff overboard?
Wait, I need to try it. I want to.
Jelly guts.
I actually want.
Or do you want to try a piece, Daniel?
Dump the
Yep.
splinters with spicy jellyfish.
I got a jelly. I'm gonna eat a jelly.
Okay.
Josh had inspired Daniel, and the jellyfish culinary experiments commenced.
No, it swam away from you. It's like nose.
You get it?
Where's Dustin?
He got it. He got it.
You got it?
Oh yeah, this one's a lot bigger.
Ooh, that's big.
I want to make jelly burgers so bad. Do we have gelatin on the boat?
In ages?
We can make jello with jello. Do you think this part? Nah, this part probably wouldn't be edible, right?
Right there.
Oh, it's
Oh my gosh, it's so. Yeah, it's definitely gonna need some work.
It's just
Needs
jello
more
now.
seasoning.
This is what I.
Frying the jelly.
Yeah, frying is letting it touch the pan and stay touching it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
In case you're wondering, it does not smell good.
Sprinkle the cheese.
It actually wasn't bad.
This is gonna taste much better. Mmm. Oh yeah, that's much better.
Imagine gelatin, but with no flavor except a pinch of salt.
Jellyfish with jelly.
Oh my goodness. Are you
I'm
gonna
so
eat
happy
that?
right now. Life goal here. This is a literal life goal I've had for months.
So much beet wicks.
Okay, I'll just do that.
Salty jam. The final piece of jellyfish shall be marinated with all sorts of good, healthy, delicious options and covered in cheese and eaten.
Oh, so nasty. I can't decide if my kids are cute or disgusting.
Both, definitely both.
Just do it.
The peanut butter won't work well since it won't actually mix.
I want his face.
I would have added it if it would have mixed the jelly.
Who is Hiram?
Yeah.
How's
That was sweet. No. Interesting. No matter how delicious it is, the jellyfish naturally makes you want to puke it.
The ocean never ceases to supply wondrous things, from jellyfish to thousands of fish jumping by our boat.
Fish in the same spot. I wonder why there's so many jellies.
It's splashing the water with the light, not...
Oh my gosh, look at that.
Okay, turn off the light for me. It was really hard to explore the islands in the Sandy Strait because they were basically just salt marshes and mangroves, but I think it still counts. We're gonna go get groceries! They are much needed. This is the extent of our fresh fruits and vegetables. We have some potatoes that we've been eating for the past 24 hours.
and a few onions and a couple limes. We need something, like, come on. Does anyone else consistently forget to bring their bags to the grocery store? It's a problem.
Thank you for making this sandwich.
Today we are headed to see dolphins! We're gonna feed dolphins! Woo! So back in the 60s or 70s, there was this guy that started to feed these wild dolphins, and now they come back every morning at like 7 o'clock. It's like the dolphins know exactly what time to come and they get fed. Still, all these years later, they've trained their children and their children's children, and we're gonna feed them.
Precisely.
I grew up on the show Flipper. Well, the show Flipper is an old one, but I must have like saw the reruns. I am old.
He's 42.
Two.
42. But anyway, I feel like this activity has come from like the real Flipper. Like this is what happens like 40 years after the real Flipper. So I'm excited. So this is my friend who's in line with me. She is deaf and she taught me the sign to dolphin, which is this. The dolphins that come to Tin Can Bay are Australian humpback dolphins. There's only about 1,000 left on Earth. And since they like to live in sandy coastal waters, they're often beaten up by fishing boats.
Ella's been hit by a boat propeller around near her eye, or she's bumped into it. So she's did that a week ago, Pete.
Yep.
So she's healing really well.
To the adult dolphins.
So the dolphins bring them little gifts. So she just showed us this jar from like the 50s that the dolphin brought, like this really, really old jar that had barnacles and stuff growing to it.
Apparently, male dolphins bring gifts to their lovers, and here at Tin Can Bay, they bring gifts to us. These gifts actually increased during the pandemic since the dolphins wanted to lure back their human friends. One time, they even brought back sunglasses from the depths. I feel like this little bottle is like, here's my payment for my food. Give me some food. Give me some breakfast. It costs $5 to watch and $10 to feed, but you need to come early because you are not guaranteed to feed. They only feed the dolphins a certain amount of fish, just enough that it's a nice breakfast, but not enough to survive on. They do this to ensure that the dolphins never become dependent on humans and still need to hunt in the wild. The day we went, 4 dolphins showed up, so everyone had a chance to feed them a fish. But if only 1 dolphin showed up, there might not be enough fish for the crowd. So, show up early. So all of these marks are from the Philippines. No, they're
Yes.
from the
Okay,
dolphins.
they're okay.
And
then that is awesome.
with the smaller ones. Do dolphins mate for life? They're promiscuous.
We don't know who the father of these calves is.
Promiscuous. By 8:30, everything's over. Now that we've fed the dolphins, we are going to go to the grocery store again because we already ate all of our nectarines. We had like 50. You're weird. Yeah, we get it from
Fresh from the meat. Cheesy Vegemite pizza pockets. Mmm.
We have seen a lot of shipwrecks in this bay. Well, a lot meaning like 4, but that seems like a lot. These, I think, are on purpose.
So people will pull up here in high tide and they'll beach their boats so that they can do maintenance on the hull and clean off growth and all sorts of stuff. So it's intentional. These are not wrecks. Some of them might be, but most of them aren't.
We have loved our time in the Great Sandy Strait. We had sailed down to Tin Can Bay and got advice from the Coast Guard on how to sail into the wide ocean, which entrance can be a nightmare in bad conditions.
The poor boat navigators that had to use an abacus. Navigator, how far have we gone? Oh crap.
Join us next time as we go to Double Island Point.
Hey guys, welcome back to our adventure. Now what we're going to be doing is dropping the dinghy into the water. The dinghy is a flotation device with a motor on the back of it. It was invented for humans to be on the water because, as you know, very few humans could move across the water except for Jesus Christ, who could walk on water, but the rest of us, and that one apostle that walked on water for a second, I forget his name. Maybe I didn't pay enough attention in Sunday class. And this is very important. This needs to be recorded so that we can tell everyone that what this is it's a thing that floats with a propeller on the back of it, and 100 islands. Yeah. Did you put the bung in?